What's the smartest way you've tested your daughter's boyfriend? I pretended to have a heart attack to see how he'd react. My daughter Emma brought home this new boyfriend, Jake, who seemed too perfect. Always polite, always said the right things, but something felt off about him. Dad, you're being paranoid, Emma would say whenever I questioned him. Jake's amazing. He's pre-med and volunteers at the animal shelter, but I've been a paramedic for 20 years. You develop instincts about people. Jake claimed he wanted to be a doctor and knew all this medical stuff. He'd throw around terms like myocardial infarction and cardiac arrhythmia to impress us at dinner. My wife was charmed, but I wasn't buying it. One Saturday, Jake came over to watch football with me while Emma was at work. Perfect opportunity to test him. Halfway through the game, I clutched my chest and collapsed on the floor. Oh God, my chest! I gasped, making it look real. Can't breathe. If Jake really had medical training like he claimed, he'd know what to do. Instead, he just stood there panicking. Should I get you some water? He asked, not moving toward me. Maybe you should sit up? Any real pre-med student would check my pulse, call 911, maybe start CPR, basic stuff. But Jake did nothing except stare at me lying on the carpet. After 2 minutes of watching him freeze up completely, I recovered, slowly. Wow, that was scary, I said, sitting up. Good thing it wasn't serious. Jake nodded, looking relieved. Yeah, probably just heartburn or something. Heartburn? I had just acted out a textbook heart attack, and Mr. Pre-Med diagnosed it as heartburn. That evening, I did some digging online. Searched Jake's name with his claimed college and major. Found his real Facebook profile that Emma hadn't seen. Turns out he wasn't pre-med at all. He was a part-time community college student working at GameStop. All those medical terms he used, probably from watching Grey's Anatomy, but I wasn't done testing him yet. The next week, I accidentally left my wallet on the kitchen counter when he came over. 20 minutes later, I checked it. Two $20 bills were missing. When I confronted him privately, Jake's story fell apart completely. I was going to pay you back, he stammered. I needed gas money and forgot my wallet. But Emma had already told me she'd given him $40 for gas that morning. The final test came when I asked him to help me move some heavy boxes to the garage. I made sure one box was labeled Fragile, Emma's childhood photos. I watched him handle it. He literally threw that box onto the pile without any care. When it made a loud crash sound, he didn't even flinch or apologize. That night, I sat Emma down and showed her the evidence. Jake's real social media, screenshots of his actual job, and I told her about the missing money. Dad, you're lying, she said at first. Jake would never steal from us. So I suggested she ask Jake to show her his student ID or class schedule. The next day, Emma came home in tears. You were right about everything, she sobbed. When I asked for proof he was in medical school, he admitted he made it all up. Turns out, Jake had been lying about pretty much everything. His volunteer work, his college plans, even his age. He was actually 25, not 22 like he told Emma. I can't believe I fell for it, Emma said. How did you know? I hugged her tight. Sometimes you have to create the right situation to see someone's true character. Jake texted me angry messages for weeks, calling me controlling and manipulative, but Emma thanked me later for protecting her from what could have been a really bad relationship. She's dating someone new now, and this guy actually brought his medical textbooks when I mentioned being curious about his studies. Sometimes being the overprotective dad pays off.